Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about fairy wings. I have a small collection of these that I've collected throughout the year, so I wanted to share what I like, where I got them, and the price ranges of them. They are all pretty drastically different when it comes to the style and price. So we're going to start at the cheapest and work our way up. Alright, starting off with my cheapest pair of wings in my collection, we've got these cellophane wings that I got from the Scarborough Renaissance Festival 3 or 4 years ago at this point. These are super duper cute. I paid about $40 for them at the time, which I know their prices have changed a little bit since I purchased these. These were considered a 1 tier, even though it's got like this extra little bit on the bottom and it's got a tall kind of arch. These are considered small though still. So most of these wings just go in on the back of your outfits and or your corset and have this kind of loopy-doop at the bottom to be able to stabilize them. These specific wings are super duper posable just because it is a very thin wire throughout it, causing that boning effect that you see. And then I believe it's wrapped in cellophane, which causes that bluey iridescent. There's loads of different colors that you can go with for these kind of wings. I went for the kind of blue purpley one just because it's the vibe I like. And yeah, these were 40 bucks. They are a little bit old, so you can see some air bubbles forming in them. You can see a little bit of damage on the rims, and you can just see the wear and tear on these already. Even though I don't wear them a ton and I store them correctly, these just tend to fade a little bit as you continue to use them. I will say they've never snapped, they've never braked, there's nothing wrong with the boning still, and I've worn them so often. And whenever I store them, I hang them upside down, I make sure that the wings are flat, and they are in a closet where they're not just like in the elements. After every wear, I do also wipe them down and make sure that there is no real damage that doesn't need to be assessed immediately. But yeah, for the price, I think these are so dang cute. And I'm gonna show you all these with a little outfit as well. All right, these are my fair bought wings with just simple Ren Fair garb, like a pirate skirt, corset, and garb shirt. But here they are. I have just tucked these into the corset that I'm wearing. All of them are gonna be tucked into the lacing part. It's not gonna be a perfect job. I'm doing this on my own. Shut up. But I think they are so cute. These you can pose super duper easily on your own if you want to. You can bend these pieces, literally any and all parts of these wings you can adjust, which I do really love because sometimes through the crowd you're gonna want them pointed back, and that's just so cute for fairy looks. It does take a while to figure out how to pose with them and like make them look a part of you, an extended part of you, but I literally just stand in a mirror and I practice. So yeah, I absolutely love them though. I think they are so cute. And for $40, I think that's amazing. Like, again, I bought these at the fair a couple years ago, so the price may have changed, but I'm still just so addicted to them. I wear them every single year. I wear them with casual, just like fantasy vibes, and I really just adore the purple blue kind of film that they have on them. I think it's just adorable, you know? These are my mid-tier fairy wings. These are from Glove Lan on Etsy, and these are not as posable as the other two that I'm going to show you, but I absolutely love that they are in a bent back style. Even though that might be hard to photograph, I think that's really smart to do at the fair, just so that you don't run into people and break your wings. The actual style of this is one of her many options, and I really love this shape with the flower detail and the little point here that is very similar to my Scarborough one, but way more defined. If you look closely at these wings, they also don't have that metal boning in them, although this metal design part is very sturdy, still with that iridescent kind of look. You can also see that there's a color ombre as the wings go out. I picked that out myself to match a corset at the time, but now it's just to match all of my vibes. This also has this really hard and sturdy kind of wiring at the bottom for corset insertion. And there's even loops in the hardware here to where you can feed a ribbon through and wear this as like a backpack if you really want, if you're not wearing a corset. The hardware on here is also interchangeable, and you can do the coloration of your choosing. It is a like little bit of assembly whenever you receive wings from her. The pieces come in a flat package and you have to screw them on yourself, but you get a little instruction manual and, you know, the tool to do it. I think the way that she does these wings is super duper awesome. They were about $100 with the customization that I wanted, but they are so cool, and she's an absolutely amazing creator. You know, it's a one-of-a-kind thing, and I love it, you know? I think it's really awesome. These are interchangeable if I ever really wanted to as well, with that little like build-it-yourself kind of aspect. And yeah, this is my mid-range fairy wing. All right, these are my mid-range fairy wings on. From the front, you don't see them nearly as much. It's more just these side pieces and a little peak of the bridge up here. But as soon as you move slightly, it's like coming out of you, which I absolutely adore. You really can't even see the mechanism with this kind of flowy sleeve shirt on. And you can always add more detail and floral bits to be able to hide that if you really want to fully do that. I think it's unnecessary since the corset itself hides so much already. And it feels so stable and flowy. Like it really feels like an extension of me, which I love. You do have to do a different kind of posing style with this since it is totally bent back. But again, I just stand in the mirror and practice a little bit before I go and take photos with these wings. And yeah, again, these were custom, but I love that you can see every single little detail on these. I absolutely adore that so much. And yeah, these are $100, but so totally worth it. Here are my top tier fairy wings. If you can tell, these are Tinkerbell wings. They have beautiful details that are extremely accurate to her wings in Pixie Hollow and the Peter Pan series. I absolutely love them. There is a thick wire along this bridge here that you can see is wrapped in like an electrical tape that keeps it extremely sturdy. While the rest of it isn't like wired up, it is still very, very nice. You cannot even tell where I have personally damaged these, honestly, just because it's so well sealed. It's so nicely just like wrapped, even with the damage I have caused. It is a big ol' wire in the back, and it's not as adjustable as the Scarborough ones, but these are bigger wings. They need that extra sturdiness. These bottom parts though are completely posable. You can pose them out, in, down, or even just add them up there. This is how I personally store these wings as well. These are from Brian Raven on Etsy. She has made so many Tinkerbell wings, and they are all so gorgeous. I spent a little over $200 for these, and I use them for fairy parties, different events, Scarborough looks, and anything else you can think of a reason to pair some fairy wings with. They are pretty generic looking unless you know that they're Tinkerbell wings, and they have withstood the time and tear and damage that I have put them through. Like, they are so easy to clean. These have been amazing to have as part of my Ren Fair and Tinkerbell cosplay. I absolutely adore these. I think it was so worth the price, especially considering how aggressive some of the kids are that I have done parties at. I just love them so much. They make me so happy. I'm gonna be real. All right, here are my Tinkerbell wings. Now, they are so massive that I literally can't fit them in the frame the entire time because they're so tall. But I think you get the point of like how eccentric and excessive they are. Just look at the details you can see from so far away. Now, it's not tucked in all the way because it was extremely hard to do on my own, but you can see how far down that bar goes and how sturdy this thing is. Like, I really have to work it out. And before, like I said, there's totally posable. These can take a beating, bro. Like, I have fallen down in these wings before as well, and they were totally fine. It's so easy to pose with them since you can see them fully from the front, and it's almost giving me like a slimming effect, which I love, but it does 100% require like a corset or an entire situation to keep them against your body. Even when I'm wearing Tinkerbell, I have a corset on underneath my dress just to be able to hold up these bad boys. I absolutely love them though. They are, like I said, pretty pricey, but I think if you can justify buying them for multiple different outfits and multiple different reasons and occasions, it is so worth it just for that next level whimsical look. I literally loan these out to my friends. I wear them for professional parties, fantasy outfits, any reason that I can. I use these Tinkerbell wings to get the worth that I paid for them and to just show off my love of the character. They're so cool. There are cheaper options out there for Tinkerbell wings. You do not have to buy the same ones I have bought. You don't even have to buy the same size from the same creator, but I absolutely love them. Now, please keep in mind, you can buy any pair of wings that you want. You can make them, you can buy feathered, you can do foam, cardboard, lace, pantyhose, anything that you can get. Anything that you want to wear is valid when it comes to fae and fairy outfits. Everyone has their own version of these kind of characters, and there's just endless possibilities. I have 4 wings in my collection, and I don't even feel the need to buy more at this point because I've already hit all the bases. I have this one, I have my Scarborough bought ones, I have my custom ones, and a pair of Monarch ones. And I feel satisfied, but it is really up to you at the end of the day. I love having the difference ones so that I can load them out, like I said, and just so that I can be excessive and so just contrasting with my outfits. But yeah, I hope this helps you in your hunt for cool fairy wings. And have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.
I want to take a quick second to thank my patrons, Louis, John, and Mondo. Thank you so much.